The CyberLounge online. Initiating transmission. Stand by. Join the signal.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the CyberLounge Podcast. I'm Trent, got my fabulous host, Mr. Frank, and our special guest today, Mr. JJ from JJ's Toy Box.
How we going?
Yeah.
Hey.
For part 2 of our third-party series, if you guys hung with us last show, we talked about some scales for people that were new to collecting. We covered the different scales that were available through mainline, different sizes, and some of the third-party offerings. So today's episode, we're going to focus solely on third-party, look at some cool examples that JJ and Frank and myself have brought to the table, and we'll kick things off taking a look into legend scales. That work with you guys?
Yep.
I like it. I like it already.
All right, cool. A little refresher for the audience. Legend scale is going to be like a mini masterpiece. Normal figures run from 3 to 4 inches or 8 to 10 centimeters in height. You guys got any cool examples you want to rock right off the bat?
I got a couple of easier, great quality, but they're easier to transform legend scales.
Yeah, let's do it. What do we got?
So what you got?
So I got a 3-jet combo, which everybody should know. Thundercracker. I always forget this guy.
Skywarp.
Correct. Skywarp.
And Starscream.
Everybody loves Starscream.
Pretty simple transformations, great looking display figures, and I really don't see a need for any upgrade kits with them.
Yeah, it's a pretty clean jet mode, honestly.
Yeah, granted, they just sit on their little fist, but they also come with little stands where I can have them elevated.
Yeah, that's
with
cool.
Clear stands. So, and the price point was only, I think I paid $30 for all 3 of them.
Wow. Who are they made by? Do you know?
Deformation.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's a cool one for
Very
somebody
cool.
who just wants some cheaper alternatives, some legend class seekers.
Yep. And they look great on the shelf. Like I said, you can display them where they look like they're flying too.
That's awesome.
A good spot to start and see what the lower masterpiece, I guess you could say, quality, because that's what I consider most third party is. They're all complex transformations for the most part, but a little simpler. Good start, great price point for a legend scale, and then from there, as Frank and you, Trent, show a few more examples, they'll start getting a little bit more detail, a little bit more expensive.
Very cool.
Absolutely.
Very, very cool. And
You got something you want to follow it up with, Mr. Frank, or you want me to go?
I suppose. All right, we are on Legends. So
Yes, sir.
if we are on Legends, let me see. I got a guy. Now, this is Iron Factory, and he's got a lot of good stuff to him. This is Megatron. Oh,
Transmetal 2 action.
Yep, it's a little Transmetal 2 Megatron action. Got the wings, got the posable wings. You spread them out, make them nice and pretty. So, got the fully articulated, got all the fantastic joints you'd want to move them around with. Got the movable toes, claws, whatever you want to call them. Got the movable joints in the knees, the hips, hands, all the articulated fingers, all the fun stuff like that. Got the, for the ladies, got the extended arm with the missiles coming on here. Got the dragon arm here. See if I can get that a little closer in there. So I got that here. Missile does launch. Got the cool head there. And again, he does transform into his cool dragon mode.
Awesome.
He's a cool piece. He really is.
I mean, it really is a mini masterpiece.
Yeah, he's a neat little piece. Again, he is Iron Factories.
You want to tell the folks what's special about Iron Factory?
A nice thing about Iron Factory, and again, we are looking at, his feet are, I just noticed that right now. His feet are, I don't know if I can get a closer look on him. Let me try to get him angled here. The paint job on him here, I don't know if you can see that, but he's actually got gold. He's got the gold fleck inside there. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the gold glitter in there.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see that in there? It's actually pretty cool. I didn't even realize that. That is slick. That's pretty cool. He's got it in the arm pieces too, right up towards the top and stuff like that here too. So, pretty neat. Nice thing about Iron Factory, again, I know we're talking about like price point, things of that sort. Iron Factory isn't very expensive. So it is one of the pieces that it is one of I'm sorry, I should say they do make some pieces that are actually very affordable. But another great thing about Iron Factory, and I know, Trent, you were saying something about Iron Factory last time.
Yes.
What?
So their designs are always going to be stylized.
Yes, stylized, exactly. Tremendously stylized when it comes to, as you can see here, they love getting into the detail. They love getting into, all of the more of the art of the figure itself, more into the art of, making unique pieces like this. When it
Yeah, they've
comes
got a
into,
real Iron Samurai line. If you guys haven't seen that, it's basically like their take on the classic G1 cast, but done up in samurai form.
Yeah, we actually been talking about that back and forth the last
Yep.
couple days.
They just
Right.
announced the Samurai Minosaur too that's supposed to come out, which looks pretty sweet.
Oh, I didn't see that. I got
Yeah.
to look that one.
Yeah. So each of the Stunnicons is a samurai bot, and then the combined form looks like a samurai too. So it's like Minosaur with the Shogun helmet and some other stuff. It's pretty sweet.
exactly. They like coming out with their own stuff, their own versions of stuff. So it's really unique to see when they come out with their own variations of pieces, and even pieces that you would not normally see in the mainline figures. So that's kind of the neat part about a lot of different third-party figures, is that they come up with their own versions of stuff, and even characters that you wouldn't normally see in mainline, which
Absolutely.
is, a lot of the fun, in when you're collecting third-party figures. So pretty cool stuff. I mean, that's just one of the other legends that that you can get into
Yeah.
when you're in a third-party groove. So pretty cool stuff.
I've got a Iron Factory Legends combiner that I'll show you guys. Factory's Lio Kaiser.
I love Lyle Kaiser. It's one of my
Yep.
favorite
Totally
one of
Legends
my favorite
scale.
combiners.
So this one's got the QQT kit on it, so I've got my members free. So I've actually got the Death Cobra that I can show you. Whoop, if I don't flip him for scale. So he would combine into an arm, or he could go on the back. But as you can see, it's a very stylized design. It's a pretty cool take on the IDW Lio Kaiser. So if somebody's
Sweet.
looking like that,
It's a great looking figure too.
it is, yeah,
is.
and not badly priced. I mean, each member of him was that like $50 to $60 range, but they all came with a ton of accessories. He's got like a modular spear system and different ways you can configure him.
So basically, a Hasbro.
Essentially, yeah, it's like the
Exactly.
HasLab. The combiner frame itself is actually pretty solid. He's got like a built-in like flex plate in his knees and metal joints, so
That's nice.
it's a solid figure.
I mean, seriously, I mean, if you're looking at, $50 a figure, I mean, JJ was just, commenting on, I mean, $40 a figure is what they're going for right now.
Mhm.
I mean, if for like any of the Age of the Prime, I mean, the Thundercracker right now is Age of the Primes, rather the Transformers piece right now is $40.
I mean, that's a great
I
point
mean,
because
so-
like we got the new Superion out in Age of the Primes, right? And he's probably all in together $200-ish if you bought each bot individually. So I mean, if you bought all 6 members for Lio Kaiser, you're in at $300. So $100 more than a mainline, but with 6 characters and all complex transformations and tons of accessories.
Yep.
Each their own.
I mean, really, you're right there, right along the same lines. I mean, seriously. And again, you're looking at, if you were to compare the two, again, you're a third party, better articulation, better, better design, better materials, less likelihood of having those material issues like the yellowing and the cracking and, anything that has to do with, joint issues,
If the stylized
weakening of the
thing,
joints.
isn't your vibe, or somebody's looking for tune accuracy, there are companies that
Yep.
specialize in tune accurate legend scale figures.
Very true.
This is Zeta Toys Mini Superitron. So this would be their take on a tune accurate Superion, basically. And
Yeah.
it's all legend scale. Scale's the same as Iron Factory. I think I've actually got this one's got a QQT kit on it too, so I can show you Silverbolt for reference.
Yeah.
But Yeah, just tune accurate deco. Same thing, metal joints. Everything's hinged. Fairly easy transformation, but everything's solid. Even the individual butts have die cast in the feet, so they're weighted. They stand good. Good posability.
Yep, definitely. As we move along, I'll show you another piece that I've got. That's speaking of tune accurate. But go ahead, JJ. You were going to say something.
Yeah. Now, we need one thing we should touch on too is the fact that a lot of these third-party ones too also have ankle joints.
They do. They
Yes.
do. That's a very
Yes, they
valid
do.
point.
Still has no ankle joint.
Yeah. All of these
Exactly.
have killer articulation.
Yeah, highly
I want to say
posable.
most of them are usually 20 points plus.
Yeah. Let's see. This would be a New Age Devastator. So tune accurate example. I can show you. You can see it on this guy. So he actually has die cast knees. And like you could see the metal joint in this guy. Same thing. Foot articulation. They actually did 2 different versions of this guy where they revised and actually put out an upgrade kit for the feet to make him even cleaner. Something else you don't see with mainline. A lot of third-party companies will
Right.
continue to improve their designs versus, scrapping it and starting over like we see with Hasbro.
That speaks volumes for those people that just, they like their figures and they like to be able to pose them. They like to be able to put them in particular positions when, they're putting them out there on their displays, things of that sort. I mean, if you're, an avid collector, you don't want your guys just standing around looking like, just standing straight up, things of that sort. Some people like to be able to put together their play sets, things of that sort. So, that posability is a big factor for them. So,
Absolutely.
Change.
yeah, absolutely.
And New Age is one of those more premium-ish brands for Legends scale. So,
Mhm.
like, if somebody
Mhm.
still likes tune accuracy but wants to get into Legends, I would also recommend looking at Magic Square.
Yeah.
Dude, that's something I need to get more into. I want to get some more legend scale stuff.
Yeah.
Here's another Iron Factory Legends for you guys. There's one. This is. Here we go. This is Iron Factory Lucifer, otherwise known. You would know by Prime, obviously, as you can see there.
Now, as shown by some of our fellow toy consortium people in our discussion group the other day, they had to buy upgrade kits to give it that look right there.
Mhm. Mhm.
Well, I believe that was the Hasbro one,
It
Yep.
is. Yep.
and they had to buy the upgrade kit for the back pieces and everything to make it look as close to that. It's not
I've
nowhere near.
Actually got my Hasbro one on the shelf behind me right there, and he's got the DNA kit.
Yeah.
Whereas he came that way.
But yeah, this guy came exactly this way, right out of the box. So, but yeah, he's, everything's fully posable. Everything's fully, you can maneuver them all these different ways. Again,
And one thing that people should know too, when getting into this stuff, third party and legend scales, is you honestly get what you pay for.
Absolutely.
exactly.
And that's where a lot of people shy away from third party, because people look at that price point and then look at the size of the character with reference to legend scales, and they're like, "Ooh, I'm not paying that for that." That's how I was at first.
Mhm.
When I first started looking into third party with the legend scale, I was like, "No, I'm not paying that." So I started going more chug MP scale to begin with. I felt like I was getting my bang for my buck. But what people don't realize is this legend scale stuff is masterpiece quality transformations
Yeah,
done in a smaller size.
exactly.
And quality of production. I mean, they're not made cheap.
No,
No.
not by any means. This guy's, like you said before, he's got metal in his knees. Again, he's got metal all in his hips and everything like that. I mean, he's a great piece.
Yeah.
He's not, he's not ginormous or by any means or anything like that, but I mean, he's got the detailing on him and everything. I mean, everything from, the pieces up through his helmet, the transparent pieces, up through his wings, the transparency in through the back pieces here, in through his mask that you probably can't even see it there, but I mean, it's just, he's really, really, I mean, he's even got tiny little transparent pieces in through his knees and down in this area on the top here. I mean, he's really well done. I mean, it's an incredible piece, so, again, and not incredibly expensive either. So
Well, he is now, but on release, no.
right,
Which is
Right,
another thing to
highly
mention.
collectible.
Third parties aren't produced on the same scale as mainline. So typically, if you miss a release and it's a company that doesn't do a lot of re-releases, you will pay up for something that's out of print.
Well,
You definitely will.
Yeah, you
yeah,
absolutely will.
they become highly collectible.
Mm-hmm.
But that's something to be said about the third-party pieces. Unlike other companies, um, they stand the test of time. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where their collectability, their their value stands, you know what I mean, and just gets better and better and better and better. So, when you have one of their figures, they usually they stick with you. You know what I mean? They don't seem to, kind of fall apart or come apart or discolor or, things of that sort that you would find with a lot of the other companies out there. A lot of third-party companies, when you get them, they're there. They're just like they were when you first got them, which is
That's a great. I mean, I know we touched on Superion a little bit, but I just wanted to show. So this would be the jet mode for one of the limbs, right? I mean, but versus the Age of the Primes release, I mean, just look at how much cleaner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Same
Solid.
thing.
Yeah.
Right. It is.
It is. It absolutely is. Look, I mean, it's still got opening canopy.
Yeah.
But it's Legends class.
Right. Yeah.
You
there's a
do
lot
get
to be
what you
said
pay
for
for.
Definitely.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're going to put the money into it, why not get, something that's going to be worth that money? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And there's a
Instead of
lot of
just saying,
diecast in them. I mean, they're hefty.
They're solid. I mean, they are built really well.
They are. I mean, you guys know I'm a new age sneaker guy. This is a G2 Ramjet, but you can see, well, you might be able to see the chrome. His thrusters, toes, they're all completely die cast.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he comes with a stand. He comes with his regular null rays. He's got these covers, so you can do the purple blasters if you want to, or you can do the missiles. Sky's the limit. Blast effects, boosters for the feet if you wanted to pose him doing some cool action shots. And he's
It's a beautiful piece.
$70. I mean, but you're getting a lot for your money.
Gorgeous piece. And it's the way that you said that's literal, because when you do get into most third-party pieces, you get the piece itself. You get a lot of stuff with them. I mean, you get a lot of goodies with the piece. I mean, you're not getting just a gun or some kind of, accessory that, you put on his back and that's the end of it. I mean, most of them, you get some pretty good stuff. I know JJ can attest to that as well.
Yeah. What I've noticed, at least a lot of times, you don't get, like Frank said, you don't get just a gun and a booklet with instructions. I mean, you get multiple accessories, in some instances, multiple face swaps for different facial expressions. In one case, I actually got, with the Kang Toys stuff, I actually get a metal card, a bigger card with that's immaculate artwork on them things of said character that I got. And then a few other things. It's I got a pamphlet.
Yep. And and that's a great point. I'll give you guys a prime example, no pun intended. So the new SS86 Prime, right? So when he came out, he had a trailer, he had roller, he had the blast effects, the whole 9 yards, and he was $90 retail. Have you guys seen the new Energon Universe version that has the Megatron arm that's getting released? It's on Hasbro Pulse right now. Yes. That figure is retailing for only $10 less at $79. And he doesn't come with a trailer. He doesn't come with roller. I don't even think he's got a gun other than the one attached to Megatron's arm.
Right, the big blaster. That's about it.
So to JJ's point, you are getting a figure and an instruction booklet for $80.
Yeah, you get the figure and what looks like a birth certificate.
And it looks like all they changed was he's got the slightly wider eyes, so he looks frazzled, and then the Megatron arm.
Wow, that's okay.
$80, I can get a new age figure.
80, yeah,
exactly.
So
yeah,
I pre-ordered the new 6-shot repaint, great shot that they've got coming out, and I think he was $90, and he's got 6 transformations.
Yeah, which color did you get?
I got the red and white and blue one. He's great shot. Yeah, from Transformers Victory, because I'm a Victory fanboy.
Nice.
But yeah, so to me, all right, one of the main reasons I love third party and I love all the scales is it gives me that nostalgia I had as a kid.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's a
There's so
valid.
You
many.
know,
Yeah, definitely.
the
That-
same excitement. Oh my God.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Like, right?
Yeah.
I
When you
want
open
that,
something,
mom.
that wow moment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you just don't put it down for like 3 days in a row. You know what I mean? And not
Yeah.
even when you're eating.
Do you guys have any other legend
Try to
scale
feed it.
examples you want to show?
Let's see.
I don't personally. My next chug and then it goes from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Frank?
I do. Nope. That was it for me for right now.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to recap legends then right quick. I'll list off a couple manufacturers for anybody who's interested, and then we'll roll into Chug next. Is that cool with you guys?
It sounds
Sounds
good
great.
to me.
All right. So for anybody looking into legends, I know we covered New Age and Iron Factory with some examples, but Craftsman Toys is also a newcomer on the block. They've got a pretty sweet Computron that's out right now. I've heard the transformation for it's kind of complex, so if you like a puzzle, that might be one for you. Rising Force is going to be another honorable mention. New Age Toys, of course, if you're wanting cartoon accurate designs, their transformations are usually a little simpler as opposed to Magic Square, which would be their competitor. Magic Square also specializes in legend scale, toon accurate, but they've recently dabbled into masterpiece scale, so we might touch on that later. Iron Factory with their stylized IDW stuff and their unique takes like their Iron Samurai series. DX9 is another contender that used to make some really high quality legend scale stuff. They've recently been absorbed by New Age, so you may notice some of the New Age offerings look similar to previous DX9. It's because they share molds. MechFan Toys is another one. They're known for their KOs that were upscaled Legends class, and they were also a budget friendly company. And Dr. Wu would be another Legends class budget company. So
And we do have samples of a lot of the companies that he just mentioned. So definitely, you guys will be checking those out as we go along here tonight.
absolutely. So next we'll roll into Chug Scale, which is mainline compatible for anybody who maybe missed our last episode. If you want to learn more about scales, I recommend watching the previous episode because we take a really deep dive into mainline and
Yep.
all the nooks and crannies and various offerings. So
It's important.
For Chug Scale, most figures are going to range 5 to 7 inches in height or 12 to 18 centimeters if you're across the pond or in Canada. You guys got anything you want to kick us off with?
How's it going?
I got Fans Hobby Red Alert.
I put it right in front of your face so we can see it there, but there you go. Don't eat them.
I love the coloring.
Yeah. And he's got great plastic, great bends. I mean, he's got pivots on the ankle joints. Fairly easy transformation. Well, not as hard as Masterpiece, but not as easy as Mainline. Great quality.
Beautiful
It
piece.
feels better in my hand than a Mainline.
Yeah.
And I
I like
will
that.
say this: when I transformed him from car mode, because he came car mode to robot mode, I thought I was gonna break it because the seam was almost so flawless in the hood, I couldn't tell where to split it at,
Yeah.
and I was nervous. I was really nervous. I was like, I just got this, and I am not trying to break it. But he's got other goodies that he came with too, and I want to say, he's a headmaster too.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
See?
Yep, he is.
That's awesome.
The Fans Hobby is
See,
one
they
of those
come in
really cool
headmaster mode as
companies
well.
too, where they don't put out as many figures a year as some of the other competitors, but the stuff that they
There
do
we
put
go.
out is meant to be played with. So they've usually got pretty
Yes.
decent parts construction
That's
and
his
quality
edge.
joints.
Look at that.
That's
Man,
cool.
that's a nice. Look at that. That is cool.
Little guy.
That's a really decent headmaster. Look at that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
So, I mean, I can't complain. It looks
Yes.
great,
It does.
and even the legs will tuck up in.
Wow.
The knees for the thighs, they tuck up in. Let me see if I can show how they fold inward and back to headmaster mode.
That's a little different than the ones we're used to with mainline where they just fold in half.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just a little like
I
that's like
forgot that.
origami right there. That's pretty cool.
So I got him, and then I can't remember the exact name, but I decided to try AliExpress
Okay.
for the World War II Volkswagen convertible bug
Ooh,
Bumblebee,
Kubelwagen?
and this is what
Kubelwagen? That's what they're
Yeah. and this is what I ended up with.
Gesundheit.
And this guy is full of die. This is all die cast. All right in here. All die cast. Die cast. His arms up here are die cast. If you can see it.
Man, that's
Die
sweet
cast.
looking.
And
It is.
I mean, all this down here is die cast. Pretty much his whole main leg of it's die cast. And
Man,
I'm not going to complain. He was $23.
Dang.
gorgeous. That's a nice piece. Holy
Like
Now, I did get him before the tariff stuff.
Yeah.
Might be a little more expensive now because of tariffs and stuff. What I've noticed on AliExpress, if you're going to buy more than one.
Yes. Absolutely. Capitalize on the
Because you
bundling
save
shipping.
on shipping.
Yep, exactly.
So, and that's pretty much it for chug scale that I have. And I'm pretty sure. I mean, I guess this guy could be chug scale leader class.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
And this turns into the Cybertronian looking semi rig.
That's cool. So it's like a scourge.
Sort of, kind of, yeah. And it's Nemesis, great joints, swords. I keep not clipping him in, but he's got the ankle joints.
He looks
Great solid figure, and I believe this guy here is. I believe he's MMC.
Yeah. He looks. I was going to say he looks.
The reformatted line.
Yeah, reformatted.
I believe he is the reformatted line.
Beautiful.
Great color. I mean, I haven't transformed him yet, so I can't tell you how complex the transformation is. But I mean, he's got the ab crunch.
That's right.
It's awesome.
And his abs will crunch. You can see
Those
it.
abs, ab day, every day.
And full torso. Actually, double torso if you can see it right here.
Wow.
That spins.
Yeah.
The up top above his abdomen spins, and then below to the waist spins.
That's awesome.
Nice. Very nice.
Oh, you don't get that kind of quality from mainline.
No, you do not. And MMC is one of those companies that makes a top-notch product, as Frank, I'm sure,
Yeah,
can
they do.
expand upon.
I love MMC. I love reformatted. I can't get enough of them. It definitely. I love their stuff. I collect it. There's just something about it. It's just they come up with the most eclectic figures, and their stuff is just it's amazing stuff. If you have not seen reformatted, and you get a chance, just check out their stuff. It is amazing. Even the stuff that mimics what you would normally see for mainline, it blows it out of the water.
Yep.
Really killer stuff. It really is.
And they have that.
Yeah, and they have companies that they work off of for MMC too. Reformat is just one of their companies, and they also have Ocular Max, things of that sort. So I mean, it's just great stuff.
And I believe I got 2 more examples, and that's it for chug line for me.
What you got?
I have MMC female Tarn.
Yeah, I like this one. Yes.
That's cool.
She's nice. Solid, very solid figure.
Ow.
Great posability, knees, ankles got pivots.
This is part of reformatted too, isn't it?
Part of the Decepticon Enforcer Squad, she is.
Nice.
Enforce away.
Next one. And then my last one is I believe this would be Commander class or close to it. Because I know Frank has one too. His is just a different color.
Here we go.
Dark Stick
Oh
Shot.
yeah, 6
He's
shot.
called Dark Blade. Now this comes with 2 swords, real metal swords.
Wow. That's a butter knife.
Yeah, it is.
Seriously. And again, I haven't transformed him yet, but this guy, he was like close to what you would pay for a Titan, but he's pretty damn close to a Titan, and he's got 6 transformations.
There you go.
So all high quality transformations too, and great looking figure. The colors,
Yeah,
everything on them. The hands, and another thing to note too, which we have not noted yet, you got every single joint that your regular hand had
Yeah.
in these
You can
hands.
Definitely
You don't
put
have to
him.
buy an upgrade kit to be able to go like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
Definitely
point.
put him up against a Jetfire any day of the week. Look at that thing. That
Yep.
was just
That's a solid point because, like, every single one of the Legend Scale combiners I showed from the different manufacturers, every one of them had fully articulated hands. So
Yep.
that's a good call out.
yeah, definitely gorgeous stuff.
Well, what you got, Frank?
All right. let's see what we got here. Here's a chug scale. This is one from Planet X. This is a Planet X Ghost Starscream.
Ooh,
Look at that guy.
that's sweet.
Now, the funny thing about this guy, and I noticed him just recently, is that this particular mold or this particular style, as you guys here with the 4-point toes and everything like that, a lot of mainlines coming out just currently are starting to get into this type of look, which is kind of funny, especially the Seekers.
Yeah.
Because I noticed with the current Thundercracker, he looks a lot like this. Kind of weird, but yeah, it's amazing how articulated he is. But he also has metal through and through for all the joints. What you see there, but you can see the come back here. I'll let you kind of see here for a lot of his joint pieces. You can actually see the metal pegging that goes through, like right there.
Nice.
On the leg pieces right there. Yeah. So, and then you can see where they do a lot of that also in like on the inside of his leg joints there. Some of the light doesn't really show it, but you get metal pegs that go through there as well. And then they, hide it with pieces on the other side and things of that sort. But yeah, he's really, he's a really nice piece. And again,
I'm going to grab some real quick.
Okay, go grab it. But again, lots of great pieces. Got his null rays on the arms, of course. Got this big hamburger tenderizer right here. Just awesome piece.
Super cool. I want to touch on something you said too. So you pointed out he looks like the new Gamer Edition Thundercracker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Planet X is actually known for their game-inspired designs. So if you're a fan of the Fall of Cybertron or War for Cybertron video game series, Planet X has some stuff that would be right up your alley. And that is why you see the similarity with the Gamer Edition releases, because it's what inspired them.
Exactly. It's again, this is just the Ghost version of Starscream. They do have all the other Seekers as well for Planet X, and like we had mentioned before, Planet X is one of those companies that very affordable.
Yes.
Very affordable pieces and really, really, nice stuff. Really detailed, very, very stylized, like we had mentioned before. Very well put together as well. So if you're looking into something that, is not too difficult to transform, but yet still a little more complex, something that would definitely keep your attention, you're going to be happy with Planet X as far as pieces are concerned. As far as another chug, let's see here. We had mentioned mech fan toys before.
Yeah.
Here's another one. There you go. This is Omega Supreme, in case you didn't know that. Who the hell doesn't? Right. Here's Omega Supreme. This is a mech fan toys piece. Cool thing about him, he's got a lot of metal in him.
He does. He would actually be considered a Legends.
Really? I thought it would be more of a chunk style, but okay. Legends. Cool. The nice thing about him is that he comes with a lot of pieces, all the same pieces that you would find in his Titan. So he's got all the other available pieces that you would see with his Titan partner, his mainline Titan partner. These pieces here on his arms that you see here, and these are fully articulated. Ratchety, right? Oh, I like
loud.
Right? Oh, the loud ratchet. But even the little grippies grip all the way down to like what you would like, I guess, the figure portion of it. But these pieces here, these front pieces are exchangeable. So if you don't like this here, you can put it on this side. Same thing. So very, very cool stuff. But, again, these are all articulate. You can move the elbows, you can move the shoulders, you can go in, whatever the case may be. Cannon moves, head moves, everything moves on him. So, turns at the waist, like JJ said, damn. This is ratchety everywhere. I like that. So, but yeah, he's a really nice piece. I totally dig him. So, but again, this is Mech Fan Toys. So another one of those, as Trent had mentioned, Legends. Cool. Very cool.
JJ, what's your special surprise you got for us?
Ooh, special
Special surprise. Which special surprise you want to see?
Which one's more special?
I have a few. I mean, I have I guess right now we can go into if we go into MP scale, I have some
Okay.
or high or oversized. I do have some nice looking MP bingo toys, females. Here's one, Windblade,
Look at that.
Wow.
and if I
Gorgeous.
remember correctly, these all you can pull these out,
Wow.
and they're swords to give her like a more of an effect out further.
Beautiful.
I want to say I know these top two. Yeah, these are her weapons. I have yet to transform her into jet mode. I will soon though, because she comes with a stand to make her look like she's flying.
That's so cool.
So,
And that candy apple
Gorgeous.
red pops.
Yeah, it does.
but yeah,
Holy moly.
it's like a metallic candy apple red. Like it's definitely pops all the way around.
Yeah, like on that transmetal that I was
Yeah.
showing you. That was
Yeah, it pretty much looks like the transmetal. Yes,
That's cool.
and nice solid
gorgeous. Just
pieces.
beautiful, beautiful.
I got that one, and then I have. She just fell.
Oh no.
I'll fix her in a minute. And then I have my wife's black arachnia from the same company.
Cool.
And she has the pop and the metallic look and everything too. Purple and gold and black.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
This is Bingo Toys, right?
Bingo toys, yes. They also have a really good looking Jazz.
Yes, I've seen it.
He comes with the speakers like from the cartoon
Wow.
that you can mount in car mode on the back there that he used to always bump in the
Yep.
cartoons from. So he looks really good. A few sites he's already sold out on.
Yep.
I mean, it was fast. So, I mean, Bingo Toys is doing nice stuff, good quality toys, great transformations. I mean, all around, just nice.
Just gorgeous.
That's
gorgeous.
so awesome.
And for the quality you're getting, the price point is not bad, depending on where you buy from. And that's, typical, be a typical shopper. Shop the different sites.
Yes.
Every site's going to have a different price.
Yep.
Definitely. Why
And
would
that's one thing that we will touch on in one of the shows too, is about all the different sites that you can go to, different places you can buy.
Especially with a lot of the tariff stuff and the changes going on right now. There's,
Mhm.
certain websites may be better than others. Some show you the brokerage and customs fees up front, some don't. So that may be a topic for a future episode, just so people aren't hit with surprises.
That's true. I mean, yeah. I mean, but the nice thing is that, like you said, there are ways to kind of, the more you buy, the more value you get into those types of things. And, it's important to remember that,
Absolutely. Did you have any more chug scale examples, Frank?
Nothing really. I mean, we were speaking about Black Arachnia. I was just going to kind of point out something. We were talking about like tune accurate third parties. And since he had brought out a Black Arachnia, I wanted to show something that was more along the lines of tune accurate. And I have something from APC. If you guys don't mind, I just wanted to kind of shoot it in here real quick, kind of since we were talking about something, the cartoon accurate. And this is a Black Arachnia that is cartoon accurate or close to cartoon accurate. This is APC's Black Arachnia.
I'm very close to buying that one.
Legs.
Calling my name.
Right. She's about 5.9 inches, and she's got, as you can see, a lot of goddamn legs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cute as easy top.
Now, that's the one thing I like too, is there are a lot of different versions of Black Arachnia
Yes.
between the third party companies.
Yes.
There's a very nice one coming out that's done in the Egyptian style.
Yes.
And the color, everything, it kind of, when she's transformed, she kind of looks like, like what people would envision the Cleopatra wearing and stuff like that, the way her color scheme is and everything like that. But she's like a spider version, and it just
Get a close up.
really pops.
But yeah, it isn't it. I mean, it's.
And while we're on Chug
really-
Line too, I will have some for examples later on. But the Chug Scale Insecticons,
Yes.
that are coming out for Kang Toys.
Nice.
Mike, yes,
Those
Stylized, the new take, boom. Wow.
they are incredible. I did see those. Yes, thank you, JJ, for that. As by the way,
Yes, I know. I peer pressured you into buying.
yes, you did.
I mean, you literally told me stop showing me stuff, and I was like, you want them.
You know,
He's
I
like, no, and I kept repeating, texting them back and forth. You want them. That's all I said until he finally said, "All right, I got them."
fine, because they're I'll just tell you that if you guys have not seen them, even if you're not into Insecticons, which I'm not a huge fan of Insecticons, I mean I have them, but I'm not like, oh my god, Insecticon. But I saw these and they were so different from your regular Insecticons. They're just so unique. It was like, these are just so fucking badass. I gotta get these. These are just really, really cool. And of course, JJ, pushing me from behind didn't help either. But they really are. They're so damn cool. I'm so damn happy that I ordered them. So yeah,
one example to show you on
badass pieces.
Chug scale,
Let's see it.
Talking about tune accuracy, and this is one that I almost forgot I had because it's another new age, which is they're branching outside of the legend scale, but this is the new age Romulus, which is their take on a G1 Megatron. And he's basically like an MP36. He's got interchangeable faces. He turns into a gun and not a tank. Pretty cool intuitive transformation, fully articulated hands. He's got his little fingers and whatnot that display. Look at the back. I mean, clean, no god-awful backpack.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. Clean legs.
I love a really good looking Megatron, and they make so many different Megatrons. I mean, it's really, really hard for me to say, okay, that's a badass Megatron. You know what I mean? And that really is a nice looking Megatron.
This
really
was the one.
is.
So when I bought this, it made me immediately sell my S86 Megatron because I'm like, no, this is the G1 Megatron.
Yep.
Just like,
You've been waiting for that too, haven't you, Trent? You've been waiting to use that. Fun fact, I want to say they're the only third party company that does the gun transformation.
Love it.
Yeah, that was great. That timing is so great.
That was perfect. Yeah.
Now there is that one that I just showed y'all today. What was it? Dang, I forgot. DX2412B or whatever.
yes, yep.
That is, one of them is a Tiger tank, and the other one is a Panzer VI tank.
Yeah.
And they're both Megatrons. They come with different accessories. The one comes with an axe and a few other ones, and the other one comes with a giant cannon that goes mounts on top of the tank in tank mode or on Megatron's arm in robot mode.
Right. And those are made by Toys Easy.
Yeah.
Yes, that's another good line coming out too.
Yeah. And they've got some really cool warship combiners too, if anybody's into like the stylized third-party combiners, and they're massive. Like JJ likes his oversized combiners, we know. So I wouldn't be surprised if they don't show up on a later episode.
Well, they'll be on another episode.
I'm sure they will be. We haven't even cracked into what JJ's got as far as like what these third parties, especially those, toddlers he has behind him. Wow.
All right. So before we transition into big boys and turn JJ loose, let me just recap Chug right quick. So
we'll save that for another show.
Killer, down.
So Chug, like I said, we covered Fans Project is another honorable mention. They actually started out as a pioneer company for upgrade kits initially, and then started doing Chug scale combiners. So they've got some really cool stuff. Make Toys is another one. I know a lot of people know Make Toys for their Masterpiece scale stuff, but they also do some Chug compatible stuff. Pretty decent quality and budget friendly. MMC has Mastermind Creations. If you know, reformatted line is freaking awesome. Frank can tell you. If you like IDW and stylized figures, reformatted is for you. If you like tune accurate and Masterpiece scale, Ocular Max. But that's all going to be MMC. Planet X, Frank showed you a cool example. Like I said earlier, their stuff was video game inspired, which is part of the similarity between the Starscream that Frank showed and the new game or edition Seekers that we've seen on the shelves from Mainline. And Fans Hobby was another, as JJ showed us with his sweet Red Alert. So with that, we'll wrap up and move into masterpiece scale, gentlemen.
Boy,
Yeah.
here we go.
These are going to range a lot because MPs can go from like 9 inches to 12 to 13, depending on the character. So that's like 23 to 29, 30 centimeters, I think, for you Euros out there. What you got, gentlemen?
All right. Go ahead, JJ. You know you
All
want
right.
to.
Oh yeah. So on G Creations.
But
This is just, I saw the picture, I ordered it, I thought it was badass. I didn't quite know how badass on details until I actually put it in my hand. And it was well worth every penny. And the price point for this was $10 more than the one with the trailer from main. That's it. And I'm not even an Optimus Prime guy, but I had to have this when I seen the picture. And then when I got it, it was
where's Chad?
I was like, wow. And they make this one in a Nemesis and in a Shattered Glass version. All the same price point.
You said the right words right there.
Great figure. That's one masterpiece scale.
Beautiful.
Then as people at the consortium know, I'm not even a super big Constructicon guy, but the quality and the color of these I was like, oh my God, I tried one. This is Dreamstar Toys, by the way. They did not disappoint. And cool fun fact about this version of their hook, he can actually be quadruple changed. Yeah.
Wow.
So
beautiful.
Robot alts, combiner. And I still doing the research and trying to figure out how to transform them to the other one. But I believe it looks like a tank more or less.
Nice. Secret mode.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Kind of like the G1 Perceptor. No one ever knew he actually was a triple changer.
Right. That's true.
So, him. Now, the thing with these, though, masterpiece quality. And to me, maybe a touch more masterpiece than mainline masterpiece because you need to be patient when transforming them. There are little itty bitty flaps and connections and push joints that you can miss when changing them, transforming them, that you won't be able to finish the transformation. So if you need to take a break when messing with the masterpiece. And I got an example of needing a break. So this is my example of needing a break while trying to transform into alt mode.
Express.
Right.
Yeah. The flipping, the twisting, the turning, and everything in the legs to get to alt mode, little frustrating. So I had to put it on hold because it's better to put it on hold and then be satisfied when you get it done complete than break it trying to get it done.
Absolutely.
True.
And then you're crying because they're not cheap. They're about $125 to $150 a piece.
Yes.
And you need 6 of them to make Devastator.
Yes.
Then I also have, which is weird.
Yep. Break one of those and you will be crying.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Then I have some, and what we've talked about before, some stylized is some stuff. I have stylized Kang Toys Dinobots, which also are a combiner, and I'd probably say oversized. So here's my first one.
Holy cow.
Comes with a saddle.
Yep.
Wow.
And I'm not going to lie to you. I want to say this thing took me 2.5 days. So, and an hour a pop. But well worth the trip.
My goodness. My goodness.
I do have Long Haul also from Dreamstar Toys in alt mode.
Look at that.
Wow.
I love that green.
I know that green is really nice. It's such a rich metallic green. It's gorgeous.
Yes. All right. And then 2 more Dinobots. Then I'm gonna show everybody a baby toddler.
All right.
Now these, I mean, I can do whatever with them.
Wow.
We'll curl up. Where I'm gonna end up transforming all these into alt mode so that I'm ready for combined mode when I finish getting the rest of them.
Nice.
And
How many more you got to go?
And they
2 more.
2 more? Okay.
Swoop.
The 3-foot wingspan.
That's a kite.
I don't even know if I can get it all the way in the picture.
It's a
Pretty much, yeah. You feel like you got to have a hunting permit to walk outside with that.
right. That on your TV when you were little, you get better reception.
Right. Then I might have to move to campus for this one.
Boy,
Then I have my big boy, my
Ooh.
pretty.
my God. Just
Look at that, man. So
man,
freaking cool.
my lord.
The feet alone are transformers, 8-inch tall transformers. Every one of the rest of the limbs are 10.5-inch tall transformers.
So,
So
how
this
many
is the
watts
one you
total
had-
make
8.
8?
8
Yep.
transformers.
Yes.
This is the one you had to get reinforced furniture to like put that up there, right?
Now, here's a fun. This kit here, when I bought all of them, after I got the waist came with Thor Gorilla, came with a complete upgrade kit.
That's pretty
So,
cool, man.
The upgrade kit came with it for it. Stabilizes the knee joints and everything like that. Allows for more posability and everything like that.
That's cool.
Wow. I would imagine so. That thing's just massive.
Another example of third-party companies improving their designs.
Exactly. Exactly.
Exactly. That's about all I have right now for the show. I still got other stuff that I gotta get to in storage. I do have MMC's Bruticus.
Nice. That's a good one.
I do have a few other oversized stuff and a few things on the way and a few things on pre-order.
All right. Well, what about you, Mr. Frank?
I don't want to show anything now. That's
Yeah,
it.
you don't wanna show anything?
That's it. Down with that. I'm not showing a damn thing. No, I'm just kidding. I'll show you. I'll show you one. How about one? I got a masterpiece here. All right. This is the one that JJ was referring to earlier. This is a masterpiece. This is that dark version of the one he showed earlier. And this is that black masterpiece we were talking about earlier. So
That's pretty.
yeah, he's very black chrome all the way around.
That's wicked looking.
Got the fully articulated. Really, really a great piece all around. Got the green chrome head. I don't know if I can kind of get that look in there. See it against the light, but just really neat piece. It's got the neon yellow highlights, which are also chromed.
Mm.
But yeah, got the fully articulated hands, thumbs, all that fun, cool stuff that JJ was mentioning that you can get with third party stuff. Lots of weapons built right into him. Got the claws built into his shoulders, all the wheels and fun stuff that you would get, back end of him, all there, all the pieces on his back. Kind of hard to see since he's all black.
Still a pretty figure there.
Yeah, just a gorgeous figure. Again, the fun part about him, and I didn't bring all his accessories because, it'd be like basically bringing like your silverware drawer because literally, they come with so many ridiculous pieces, but it also comes with the black chrome cheese cutters.
Yep.
These things are huge.
Massive.
Just to kind of give you an idea. Here's him again. Here's him. Here's the damn swords. You know what I mean? So
Jeez.
I know, right? So and
Knife.
again, that's a knife. That's your knife. And again, that's an MMC piece right there. So it's reformatted, and so you can see why reformatted is just, that's my jam. I love reformatted stuff. And the only other one I brought from reformatted, as far as I should say MMC, since we're talking about combiners. I know. This is MMC.
You there?
Eric, you looky. Get this guy a cookie. Look at that, huh? Yeah.
That's the Feral Rex?
Yep, MMC
Yeah,
Feral
this
Rex.
is the MMC Feral Rex.
But in the shattered glass colors.
Shattered glass colors.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's not as big as JJ's Orphan over there, but You
Yeah.
know,
Still pretty though, and well worth every penny.
that's
Absolutely.
definitely,
And
absolutely. Again, another MMC piece, just, great stuff. I mean, like we were talking before, the third party piece is just, and the nice thing about, that guy, I could pick him up, put him down, he'll stay, he's solid.
Yeah, he stays
He's
together.
a solid, exactly. He stays together. He's a solid piece, comes with a ton of accessories, comes with all the stuff that you would not find in a mainline piece. You know what I mean? It's completely playable. And, I want to stress that about a lot of the third party pieces. And I'm sure, Trent and JJ can both attest to this. When you get a lot of these third party pieces, that's what they're there for. They're meant to be played with. These companies put them out there so that you can actually play with these pieces. You can take them out, do stuff with them, transform them over and over and over again, put them in your play set, put them up with other figures, put them as part of, a background, whatever it is you want to do to be creative with them. That's what they're there for. They're not just meant to be sitting there in a box looking pretty and stuff like that. They're excellent pieces to be creative with. And that's the beautiful thing about a lot of the third party pieces. They're put together so well that you can actually do things with them. You know what I mean? And I hear people all the time say stuff about the boxes. I love the boxes. The boxes have such great art. The boxes have this and that and the other thing. And that's great. I'm glad that a lot of people love their boxes and they love their box art and all that other fun stuff. And I've seen a lot of third party companies that don't necessarily have such great artwork on them, things of that sort. But once you crack open that box, then you see that, that figure inside that box. It's a whole other issue. That figure is just 1,000 times better than what you would ever expect coming out of a mainline box. And it's just, it just blows your mind, the stuff that, it's nothing that you would have expected. You know what I mean? So, I highly recommend anybody to, just, compare them, take them out, check them out, when you go into these stores or, other people that have them, check them out. You will be completely surprised and you're definitely going to want to add them to your collection.
Absolutely. That's well said. I think, a lot of people feel like third party might be a replacement for mainline, but I kind of view it as supplemental. If you've got some figures that you really like in Masterpiece, but there's other ones that mainline hasn't made, look at third party, plug those holes in your lineup because there's some solid offerings out there. And like to JJ's point with talking about Jazz earlier, we've never got a mainline Jazz. We won't because Porsche doesn't want to play nice with Hasbro. Yeah, and that is what it is. But that doesn't stop the third party companies from doing an absolutely awesome third party Porsche for Jazz.
Yep.
So
very true.
That's just because it doesn't come straight from them doesn't mean that it's not good.
Exactly. That's the perfect point right there. I mean, you're going to find a lot of stuff from third party companies that, you wish you would find in a third mainline company. And it's going to be just a great addition to what you have now. Nobody ever said that you had to, stick with one or the other. Just blend them in. You're going to find what you like. And it doesn't have to be one or the other. Like you said, they're just a great addition. It's like a fantastic salad. You can have all the pieces that you want and just put it all together and enjoy,
One honorable mention for you guys.
All right. I was waiting for this.
So this would be an MP oversized. For guys who like cartoon accuracy, this was Wei Zhang's MP10 oversize, and he's done up in a really, really sweet cel-shaded deco.
Wow, that is awesome.
Hopped off of the page of the comic book there.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I love it.
Killer figure. Got your ratchets there for so ratchety. Die-cast cab windows. He's still got his full matrix. These actually lock in. They're hard to even get open because they tab so well. But
yeah, the cell shading is just amazing. I love that.
There's even a place too where you can take part the head and put a battery in there and make his eyes light up, which is crazy because they're not actually translucent, but it gives a weird glowy comic book effect.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is just awesome.
Same exact transformation as MP10. He's got diecast feet, like I said, diecast cab windows, full articulation. His back opens up and he stores his blaster in there. And
For
again,
just-
Oh, nice.
under $100. What? AliExpress for like $80, I think. So I don't know what he is now with import charges, but
That's awesome.
and
That is
he's
so
just
great.
a figure, fun transformation. It's the exact same mold as MP10. So if you're a Prime guy and you just want a massive Prime, he's like 17 inches tall.
I'm sure Chad's looking for him right now.
And he comes with the same accessories as the original MP10. You got like a mini spike that goes in the cab of him, and he's got his axe and his blaster and stuff. So
That's great. Holy moly. That's a beautiful piece.
that was
really
my one honorable mention.
Great,
Quite
honorable
honorable. Quite honorable. That's awesome.
Cool. All right. Well, I guess that wraps us up then for Masterpiece. So I'll go a quick rundown of some different companies that guys can look into. So one we didn't hit on, Fan Toys. So Fan Toys is a very, very premium brand. A lot of their lineup is focused on tune accuracy. So a lot of collectors consider that like their grail pieces. I know like Fan Toys, their Superion is like 1,300s, I think now, if you pieced him out individually. So not cheap,
Mm-hmm.
but super high quality.
Yes.
Trent is another great company, does a lot of stylized and tune accurate designs. They've got a really, really cool version of Drift out right now that I want to get. The Stray. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's sweet.
That's neat.
They're affordable. Some of their transformations can be a little bit fiddly, so they've got some hit and miss offerings in their lineup. So just watch some reviews, do some research before you pull the trigger. Bad Cube is another one. I know Frank's got some Bad Cube stuff in his collection.
Yes, I do.
I think they're now retired as a company, but you can still find some of their stuff out there secondhand. They were popular for their MP mini bots, and I think they did a lot of season 2 cast characters too, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Keith's Fantasy Club is another one that makes some killer third-party aftermarket masterpiece-sized pieces. They're now linked to X-Transbots. X-Transbots purchased part of Keith's Fantasy Club. They've got some really cool cassettes and combiners. I know they've done some add-on pieces too, like they did a Victory Leo that goes with the MP Star Saber, since we never got one from Hasbro Takara. So again, one of those examples of filling that hole in your collection if you don't have the HasLab. DX9, we talked about earlier, got retired and absorbed by New Age, but they used to make some MP scale combiners and movie bots, if you like Bayverse. Fans Hobby is another one. JJ showed us an example of their Chug stuff. They do a ton of Masterpiece scale stuff and convention exclusives too. They're not cheap, and they don't do that many a year, but Fans Hobby is usually pretty decent quality. Their stuff's kind of meant to be played with, so you got decent articulation, solid joints. They're a little more robust. Make Toys, we talked about earlier. They've got a ton of Masterpiece scale stuff. I know their Seeker molds seen God knows how many repaints now, and there's people that collect solely that. Not me, thankfully. I'm already lost in the New Age rabbit hole. JJ
All
showed
those
us some cool
Seekers.
stuff from Dreamstar Toys, Bingo Toys. Moon Studios is another one, forgot to mention. They do a really cool version of Trainbot Raiden. So if you don't want the mainline Masterpiece version of Raiden, look at Moon Studios. Theirs is about the same price and arguably less fiddly. Pretty cool figure. And G Creation was the
figure.
other one. So, but that
All
about
right.
wraps us up. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, some other notable mentions. Zeta's MP scale combiners. I didn't have one of those to show you guys, but like if you like the Legend scale one I showed, they do a Masterpiece scale Superion, Bruticus, and a Raiden. Toy World, they used to do some big combiners and movie figures. Transform Element, they do tune accurate MPs. They had a cool I think it was called TE01 Optimus Prime back in the day. It was a pretty sweet figure. Unique Toys, they do movie style MP figures with really, really, really solid engineering. So if you like a complex transformation that's well thought out, check out Unique Toys. Weijiang, I showed you an example of their oversize. They're known for their high quality oversized KOs. Gigapower is another one. They do some really, really.
Yes,
If you guys are
Dinobots,
Dinobot, yeah, look at Gigapower. Yeah, they're massive. They're
Yeah.
not cheap. They're sweet. But
All
you guys
right.
got anything else you want to share?
Not at this time. I mean, I'll have definitely more to show in the next, whenever next episodes that we do throughout our series continuing. We'll be bringing definitely more new stuff. Hopefully, some new stuff people really haven't seen that we can be bringing to you and give you our review on it too at the same time. And that's about all I really have to say for this episode.
Awesome. Well, thank you for hanging out with us today, JJ, and showing us some of your sweet figures. We appreciate you taking us through your collection and spend some time with us. If you guys aren't following us on Facebook over at the Energon Exchange, hit us up. It's our trade exclusive group where we can swap figures amongst collectors. And your one-stop source for everything related to the CyberLounge podcast and what's going on at the Toy Consortium.
Definitely.
If you don't know about the Toy Consortium, we're an active group on Whatnot, which is a sweet sales platform. If you're not part of it, join the community. We'd love to have you. And we've got our YouTube channel launched now as well, right, Frank, for the CyberLounge podcast?
Yes,
to
we do.
Spotify. We can be found on YouTube. So if that's your preferred viewing platform, look us up.
Yep, definitely. Come on and follow us. Let everybody know we're out there.
I do want to announce we have a new member at the Toy Consortium. It's going to be Fallout Rig 3408. Some of you may already follow him on TikTok. I've seen a couple comments where Fallout sent you, where he's been helping us advertise the podcast and get the word out. So we appreciate that. We love having him as part of our team. Also sells on Whatnot under BC Treasures. So we look forward to seeing you guys in the next show if you're active on that platform.
Yes, had a hell of a show last time. It was great.
Yes,
it was a lot of fun.
Well, you got any call outs, Frank, or any last minute comments?
No, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been supporting us, and I hope you guys continue to do so, and please continue to come back and see us and bring some friends along with you. I hope everybody enjoys our content, and definitely look out for more and more as we continue to go along here. We'll definitely be having some more guests on with us as well, so just check us out because you never know what we're going to talk about next.
All right. Like always, we appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.
All right. You guys have a great evening. Thank you so much again.